Hi, I'm Kelsey Wolf. Welcome back to Steadfast Strength, the Mom Fitness Podcast. I'm here with Emily and maybe some other people who will come on and talk a little bit. Today we are in Sedona, Arizona on a little bit of girls trip. And I thought we would just quickly talk about like saying yes and adventure and just living life.
It's a beautiful life.
The idea behind the trip, well, one, like I haven't gone on a girls trip since like college. What about you? Okay, never. So like we know that health is spiritual, it's physical, and it's relational. So like building deep friendships, spending time together, we value that. And also like I feel like I have friends finally who want to do crazy things that I want to do.
I don't think it's crazy.
Okay, good.
It's
Thanks.
just like not a typical vacation.
Okay, yeah. So tell them what we did this weekend.
A lot. Friday we like went on how many different trails? Three. And it was like a total of, we've got a nice audience.
Yeah, we have a live audience today. So if you hear some typing in, it's our friends.
And how many miles was that? Like the first day, night?
We did
11.
probably at least, because we did Devil's Bridge to start, which I think was like 4 round trip.
Mhm.
And then we made it to Subway Cave, which was like
That was really
5 or 6 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we hit 7 pools, which we added a little hike on to the end of that. So we ended up doing
Yeah, because
like
we
maybe 3 or
didn't
so.
time the shuttle right, so we had an extra mile hike back to the car, but it was fine.
Yeah. So
It was funny.
So we got a lot of hiking in the first day. What I like to do is I like to experience life and like go on hikes or trail runs and see new things. And I guess one thing I found is that if you run on a trail, you get to see more than if you walk because it's shorter. Like it doesn't take you as long.
But you
to
missed
run
like
something.
you missed the in betweens. I did run a mile
Yeah. So we
on
did
a trail.
some trail
So
running.
I did trail running.
A lot of hiking. Yeah. But the idea was to like get out into a beautiful place, see God's creation, spend time with people, like people that we care about, diving deeper into relationship, being active. And so I feel like we've done that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we did a lot the first day, and then the second day.
We went to the Grand Canyon and went all the way down. And I did some like things that I was scared of. Like we went through a tunnel, which was like a big for me.
Okay, that's a good point. Let's come back to that. Yeah. So we did, we thought we would hike like maybe 13 miles in the canyon.
Mhm.
But then we made a decision to go down to the river and back up, which added 4 miles. And then the route took us on a little detour, which added an extra mile. So we added like 5 miles on. So we ended up around like 18 or 19 miles
Yeah.
down the canyon and back up,
Yeah.
which is hard for people to understand, like what that actually all entails unless you've done it.
Yeah.
The physical demands of that.
It's not what I thought. It was like not like the Grand Canyon itself was so much more than I thought it would be. And like my pictures don't even do it justice.
Yeah.
It was like an amazing experience. And then to do that, like I'd never hiked before. I don't know how
So
to
crazy.
like hike or go on trails except like mode trails or concrete trails. And we went all the way down and all the way back up. And it was crazy.
So Emily's never hiked before, but that's not to say that she doesn't train hard.
Right. And that's like how I was like amazed at what my body can do when I'm in those situations. I didn't know. I thought I was going to be like in the dust,
She
but
was,
I
leading the
wasn't.
pack.
I was really proud of myself.
Yeah,
so.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so how come you said yes to come with us?
I just felt like I've never had the opportunity to go with friends anywhere. And I was excited to know that like everyone wanted to go do things outside. And I can only sit and relax for a little bit. And then I get kind of like, I need to go do something. And this has been amazing because we've hardly been here.
But I feel rested still. Like I don't
do.
feel like strung out or
Except when I stand up. A little sore.
Yeah, that's true. I do feel a little tired in that way. But I don't feel like anxious or like
No,
restless.
yeah.
And like that like the soul of my state is, or the state of my soul is still very
Yes.
rested.
Yep. I feel like I can sit now for a little bit and relax because we worked hard.
We did a lot.
Yeah.
So Emily brought it up, but in order to say yes and to like have these experiences, she had to face some fears. So talk us through some of the fears that you faced starting from the first one.
Flying. I don't like flying and I was so scared, but we got on the plane and I was like, promised myself I wasn't going to make a scene. So I just kind of like breathed through it and I made it, and landing was fine. It's just the takeoff that scared me. So that was one. And then I had to ride in an elevator because there's no stairs.
Yeah, which we like to take the stairs places, but there were actually no stairs. So
No, yeah,
she didn't have a choice.
Everyone was going in. So,
And then
the tunnel. Yeah. That wasn't too bad. I'm glad we went down and did it because I was thinking I didn't want to.
Yeah.
But it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought. So
Cool.
yeah.
Great. Any takeaways?
Lots.
Like what?
I'm just really proud of myself, and it's so nice to be surrounded by like-minded people, and they like everybody here's like lifted each other up and like did everything together, and it was really cool.
I think it says a lot about like who you surround yourself with, like the things that you can do.
Yeah.
That was another thing, like in the canyon, like the canyon is hard.
Yeah.
And like we kept saying, like we have to keep appreciating the beauty around us and like keeping our mindset focused on the right things, or else it would be really easy to be like, wow, we have a long way to go.
Yeah, because you're like down there and you think you get so far and you look up and you're like, oh my gosh. But then you look down and you're like, okay, we did come like all the way from down
like,
there.
oh my gosh, look how far we've come.
Yeah. You just keep going.
Yeah. Cool. Anything else?
What'd you take away from it? What was your like favorite part?
Thanks for asking a question.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
My favorite part is like doing the things with people. Like doing things alone is like you feel good about it, but like when you grind through stuff with other people or have those shared experiences, I think it's richer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I also really liked jamming in the car with Carly last night.
Oh, that was so fun.
That was pretty fun.
I was like, when that Shania Twain song came on, I was like, oh yes, here it is.
Let's go. Yeah, that'll be tonight. So we're not done saying yes to adventure.
Right.
What are we going to do next?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Come back.
We're going to go get piercing.
Oh.
Emily's going to go get her nose pierced next.
Yeah.
So
Really
who knows
living on
what
the
else
edge.
will happen.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hannah, you're up.
Hi.
Hannah came on the trip too.
Yep.
Okay. Why did you say yes?
Because it sounded fun.
Okay. Oh, yeah. And Hannah, tell them what happened on day one for you.
Oh, I rolled my ankle multiple times.
Like multiple times, and not just like, you know, like when you're hiking, like part of it is like, oh, I hit a rock, like
Yeah.
rolled your ankle.
Yeah, there was one like good one, and
And then a lot of little
and then it just was
microaggressions.
kinda, like weak, and so it just kind of kept happening. So
Yeah,
it's pretty sore and swollen, but
So Hannah went into the Grand Canyon with a ankle the size of a softball.
Yep.
Okay, so how did that affect your experience and like having to persevere?
it was harder. I think like
Yeah.
it was
Physically and mentally,
physically and
probably.
mentally, yeah, like just worrying
Emotionally.
about it, and it was a little bit painful going down just with the pressure on it and stuff. But I also didn't want to miss out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to miss the Grand Canyon, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun.
Was the motivation of having the experience enough to power you through, or
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, what was your favorite part
Of the Grand Canyon
of the trip?
or anything.
Yeah.
So much. Devil's Bridge was awesome
Why?
because I don't like heights.
Okay. So more fears, like facing more fears.
Yeah.
Was it okay? So I want you to tell about your favorite part, but then come back to fears.
Okay.
So keep going.
Yeah, Devil's Bridge was awesome. I think my favorite part was the subway canyon on Boynton Trail or
Yeah.
Boynton Pass, whatever that's called. That was just like the most spectacular views. And,
Views.
yeah. I think I just had the most fun that time.
And it was a challenge to get there.
It was. So it was like an accomplishment to get to the top.
Yeah. Okay, so fears.
Fears, heights,
yeah. Devil's Bridge and then Subway
and
too.
then subway.
Because
and
you had
then
to like
even the-
shimmy up a steep.
Yeah. And then like
Slot.
walk around like a steep
What?
ledge and not look down. And
Yeah.
even in the Grand Canyon, I mean, you're like walking on a trail on the side of the Grand Canyon. And so I just tried not to like focus on my peripherals
Yeah, like
and
the
like just focus on where I was stepping and then stop and like enjoy the view
yeah,
every once in a while.
because the trail is very clearly marked in the canyon, but it doesn't mean that there's not like opportunity to like topple off.
Yeah. You just don't think about that.
Yeah.
Mind over
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah. Okay, thinking back to like saying yes, like wanting to do all the things on the trip, like was there anything else that like was a motivating factor for saying yes, or like think about like mom life and
Yeah, getting to hang out with you guys, getting to like take a step back from being mom for a little bit and just
Mhm.
get to like be me and be a friend and
yeah.
again, you know,
Yeah.
a girl again. Like,
yeah. I feel like they're like we owe our husbands like a shout out for
yeah.
holding down the forts at home.
Good job,
But
guys.
yeah, great job, guys. But I think it's important to grow yourself as an individual too, and to like have
Yeah.
your identity and your hobbies, and
Yeah.
not just melt away into nothing.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else?
No.
Okay, who's next? Okay, so Tessie's on.
Hi.
Okay, so Tessie saying yes to the trip.
Oh my gosh. I love adventure. I love doing hard things, and Grand Canyon's always been on my bucket list. And kind of like the rest of the girls, like just being in a group of girls that like kind of like-minded, wanted to do hard things. And yeah, I just thought it was a good opportunity to fellowship and just get away a little bit and yeah, have some fun and push myself.
Yeah, I feel like the like-mindedness has been a huge thing. Like it would have been so
Yeah.
easy for any one of us to go like down and then bring everyone else down, but we've like really helped keep each other up because it hasn't been without difficulty. Like we've had to do hard things.
Very hard things.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, and yeah, I don't know. Just doing hard things, that mental, like just building that, I think we talked about it before, like building that mental stamina is really important.
Did you have to access that at all in the canyon?
100%.
Talk us through what was your journey like through the canyon?
Oh, I was humbled. I thought, I was like, I'm in pretty good shape. Like I'm in pretty decent shape, but the Grand Canyon humbled me. And though a lot of the time I was like, okay, how am I going to train? How can I train harder so this doesn't feel so hard? But then reminding myself, like everyone has their own hard, and I'm not the only one that's probably struggling.
Yeah.
It did. I mean, in some moments I was like, gosh, why does this seem so easy for them? And so it was easy to get a little frustrated. But I definitely I haven't done anything that hard and I don't even know how long. And I'm so glad that I did it, but it was hard. It was freaking hard.
What?
And I had but I went through like I said last night at dinner, I went through so many emotions in that 9 hours, like going from feeling great, so excited, love this so much, to, oh my gosh, my feet hurt so bad, my toes hurt, don't think about it, to, being angry at Carly's legs because they're so long. She has such a long stride and I'm trying to keep up. I'm like, gosh, come on, this is so silly. But like it would have been so easy to just wallow in that, and that would have taken over the whole experience. But like, no, Tessie, don't go there.
Yeah.
No, I'm grateful. Like, I kept telling myself, God is good. God is great. I feel great. Just like whatever you got to tell yourself. And sometimes it was one step closer, one step closer, one step closer, especially on the way up. It was, whatever you got to tell yourself in your mind to just get you through. But yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Any other like things that you've been like meditating on or thinking about, like as we've hiked or seen different things?
Like it's honestly mostly just been like so thankful to like have this opportunity to be out here, to be doing this and being around ladies who like to do it. I like want to do the same things, but yeah, like for me, it was like, gosh, God, like, how do I deserve this life? Like, you know, like this is my life. This is amazing. You know,
Yeah.
like, gosh, do I deserve, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know, just very thankful.
Yeah, and that makes me think like, do we deserve anything? Probably not, but like God still gives it to us.
Yes.
Like,
And
you
then,
know.
yeah, just so thankful that we're able to do this and our bodies are able, yeah. And also like, okay, we did this freaking hard thing. What the heck else can we do?
Yeah. Okay, that was another question I was gonna ask. Like, what's the value of doing hard things? Like, why does that matter to you?
Because when things come along in life, you know, it's like, wait a minute, I did that.
Yeah.
I can get through this.
Yeah,
I can handle this. Like, or I push myself in that way. I can do this. It just, yeah, it's like that confirmation, you know, that, yeah, you got this. You can do this. Yeah.
Sweet. Anything else?
I'm just so thankful.
Okay, I'm thankful too.
so
Thanks for saying
thankful.
yes. Yeah.
I'm thankful for that asset insight. Like,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, let's do it again. Okay, so Emily and Tessie and Hannah have all been guests before, but now we have Carly, who's new.
Hi.
Okay, so Carly, tell us who you are.
I'm Carly. I'm a member of the gym.
Yep.
Yeah, live in Fremont and work for an oncology practice.
Doing what?
Dietitian for an oncology practice.
Yeah, so we'll have to have her back another time
Yeah.
for that talk. But today we'll talk about adventure and saying yes to things. So why did you say yes?
Really just to push myself. I like just staying in my bubble, kind of doing the same things repeatedly, you know, and it's like, you're not going to get this opportunity again. So it was there's a reason, take the opportunity and go do it, push yourself.
Cool.
So.
So what's the value to you of pushing yourself or stepping outside of your comfort zone or doing things that are new?
Yeah, I always like to challenge myself, you know, try to take on some new task, some new opportunity, some new job role, whatever it can be, you know, just to see how far I can go. I find value in that. It makes me feel accomplished. You know, I like building relationships along the way too. So yeah, just taking little pieces of that and then applying it to my work and applying it to my relationships at home and family life.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Like we are people who can develop and grow all the time in all different ways.
Yeah. Sometimes I only pour into my job, it feels like too. You know, I get very much in that 9 to 5 and it's good to just look outside and say, okay, there are other things to this life, you know? And,
Yeah.
take the PTO.
Yeah, I
Spend
can.
the money.
Yeah, like I can relate to that. Like letting one area of my life become like hyper focused on success or achievement in that area, and letting others like, okay, are they all catching up to each other?
Yeah.
Okay, favorite part of the trip?
Probably Subway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that was just so neat. You know, we all just kind of sit up there and looking out. It's like, this is just expansive, you know, really just taking it in. And then the Grand Canyon too, just all of the, what this all has been built by and made of is just insane.
The science blows me away.
Yeah.
And like, for me, I believe that like God used the science to create it. So like that just blows my mind.
Yeah.
What was the canyon like for you?
Challenging. It was good. Stepping up to the rim, I was like, oh my gosh, we are doing this. You know, we are here. Even getting on the bus, it was like, okay, you know, we get a little anxious. And then once we started the descent, I think I settled into it pretty well.
And we also forgot our main source of food for the
too.
trip.
Yeah.
So, you know, like.
Nourishment was lacking.
Yeah. So, and you know, like I did the Grand Canyon with Andy once, and like the thing was he did not like eat and drink enough, and like there were severe consequences. So the whole time I'm like, do we have enough calories? And we did, but like our main calorie source we forgot.
Yeah. I kept panicking. I was like, I'm gonna have a cardiac arrhythmia. My potassium levels okay?
Yeah. There's like nothing you can do though. Like you're
and
just
I'm like, well, it doesn't matter.
yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah. And then we were almost late for the shuttle, so it was like sprint. Yeah, there's a lot of
That probably helped too, just to okay, we're going.
Yeah. Okay, so like looking down, okay, we're about to do this, and then we're in it.
We're in it, yeah. And I think when I got down, you know, we were like, okay, should we go to the river or not? And I had a moment of struggle, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, oh gosh, that is so far. But just again, you know, take the opportunity, do the hard things. We work so hard in other aspects. Like you have to just trust that that'll carry you through.
Yeah. Like we train hard.
Yeah. And it did for the most part.
It did. I think we're all okay. We'll find out maybe in a couple days or next time we get our blood work done. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but I think we're all great. Okay, so moral of this episode is say yes,
Yes.
do hard things, and live adventurously.
Yeah. Pour into yourself. Too.
Yeah, and spend time with people. Like,
Yeah.
take a chance on new friends. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah. So that's like one thing I guess I'll add is like, I like would feel sad sometimes that like girls that I used to like be really close with, you know, like we've gone different ways or developed like still love and cherish those friendships, but like don't always get the time to like take trips together or do things like that. So like,
Absolutely.
yeah, like getting just a new group of friends together to do something fun.
I
Like,
admire you guys so much too. You know, not my friends all have children as well, and you know, I miss them. Like it's just amazing that you guys take the time and do the hard things.
Yeah.
And, prioritize yourselves too, and then go back to your family.
we're coming back.
Yeah, AJ clean the litter box.
Yeah, perfect. Good man. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
It's a beautiful life.